Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. In our previous lecture, we talked about pronouns. A pronoun is a word that's used in place of a noun, for example, he, she, it, they, etc. And also, we discussed about it is four types, that is personal pronouns. We discussed about personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns, indefinite pronouns, and emphatic pronouns. We discussed about these four types in detail. Now today, inshallah Rahman, we will discuss about relative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and the last one, that is distributive pronouns. First of all, my dear students, we will discuss about relative pronouns. Look here, my dear students. Relative pronoun. A relative pronoun is one which is used to refer to nouns. It refers to nouns. It talks about people, places, things, animals, or ideas mentioned previously. So relative pronouns can also be used to join. These are used to join two sentences. Okay, for example, who, whom, that, which, whoever, whomever, whichever. These are all examples of reflexive. These are relative pronouns. For example, this is the place where we met. Here, my dear students, this where indicates a noun. That's a place. It indicates a place. Therefore, this is a relative pronoun. Okay. Another example, you can choose one person whomever you like. Here, whomever, this is a relative pronoun because it refers to a person already mentioned. Okay. He who hesitates is lost. Who here is a relative pronoun because it refers to a person that's already mentioned. Because my dear students, I already told you that these relative pronouns actually used to refer to nouns mentioned previously, whether they are people, places, things, animals, or ideas. Not only this, relative pronouns can be used to join two sentences. Okay, this was now all about relative pronoun. Now let's move towards demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns indicate the object that we try to describe. In simple words, my dear students, this demonstrative pronoun, these tell us about the specific distance, whether the thing or object is far or near from us. Okay, so these talk about the specific distance of the object, whether the object is near to us or whether the object is far from us. For example, here this is singular, and plural, this and these are used for the objects that are near to us, and that and those, that is actually singular, used for singular things, and those for plural ones. So that and those, these are used for the objects that are far from us. For example, this is my book. Here this is a demonstrative pronoun because it tells us about the specific distance of the object. Here it can be easily understood that the object, that is book, is near to a person or near to us. That's why we used here this. So you have to remember two important things here, my dear student, that this and these are used for the things or the objects that are near to us, and that and those, these are used for objects that are far from us. So this was about demonstrative pronoun, very easy. Then, my dear students, let's move towards interrogative pronouns. The pronouns that are used for asking questions is called an interrogative pronoun, very easy. For example, what, who, which, whose, whom, etc. For example, what is who is there, note of interrogation. What do you want? Here who, what, which, and whom, these are all interrogative pronouns. And for example, here what do you want, here what is an interrogative pronoun. Which are your books, this is an interrogative pronoun. Whom do you see, this is an interrogative pronoun. Okay, my dear students, as the examples of this, look here, my dear students, relative pronouns are also the same examples: who, which, whom. So in order to my dear students avoid the confusion, here is the difference. Look here, here is the difference between relative pronoun and interrogative pronoun, because in order to avoid your confusion, because the examples of relative pronouns and interrogative pronouns are almost the same. So here is the difference, and you can differentiate between relative pronouns and interrogative pronouns. Okay, look here, relative pronoun, it is used to connect class or phrase to a word or a pronoun, because I already told you that relative pronouns are also used to join their words in a join two sentences. Okay, interrogative pronouns, it's used to, in order to ask a question. Okay, for example, a man who lost his wallet could not buy his groceries. So here it's used to connect these two this sentences, these two parts of a sentences, used to connect these sentences. Okay, here who is Mohan, it's an, here it's an interrogative, it acts as an interrogative pronoun because it is used to ask a question. Here I already told you that it's used to, this relative pronouns are used to connect a class or phrase to a noun or a pronoun. Another last one, possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun, the pronoun which shows the possession or ownership is called a possessive pronoun. For example, my, mine, hers, yours, ours, etc. So these are possessive pronouns. But you my dear students, remember one important thing about these possessive pronouns, that no, here no apostrophe is used with possessive pronouns. This is very important point. You should not use any apostrophe with possessive pronouns. For example, this house is ours. Don't use any apostrophe. This house is yours. No apostrophe is used. This house is hers. No apostrophe is used. So, for possessive pronouns, one important thing you have to keep in mind, that never use any apostrophe with possessive pronouns. So, what is a possessive pronoun? The pronouns which show the possession or ownership is called possessive pronouns. And I also told you, my dear students, that no apostrophe is used with these possessive pronouns. Examples are here: my, mine, hers, yours, ours, etc. Then now the last one, ninth, distributive pronoun. A distributive pronoun shows that things or persons are taken singly or in a separate group. Whether the things are taken singly or in a separate group, distributive pronouns tells us about that. It's always singular and as such is followed by the verb in the singular. Okay, these distributive pronouns are singular and therefore the verb used with these distributive pronouns are always singular. For example, neither, either, each, none, etc. Here, my dear students, I will tell you about these neither, either, each, none, where these are used. Each means everyone of a number taken singly. Okay, either means one or the other of the two. One is chosen between the two, one is chosen. Neither means neither the one or the other of the two. So neither is used when no one is selected, no one is chosen between these two, between the two options. Either is used when one is selected from two options. Each means everyone of a number taken singly. Each means everyone. Okay, now for example, each took it in turn. Neither of the girls was late. So here verb is singular. And I already told you that neither is used where no one is chosen. No one is chosen between two selected choices. No one is used, is selected. Either of you can go. Each of these pens will be sold. Okay, here each, either, each, neither, these are the examples of distributive pronouns. Okay, this was all about the pronouns. Inshallah Rahman, in our next lecture we will talk about adjectives. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.